Okay, I'm gonna try this video again because apparently Instagram is messing up and they're not notifying / am I working? Can you see me if you've joined? Y'all give me like a thumbs up. Can you see me? Everyone? Yeah, I was doing this video earlier and I think it was like went all on just a black screen. You couldn't hear my voice. Nothing, but now it looks like you can see me. Okay. Oh, there's Aaron. Aaron, I'm assuming you're waving at me because you can see me. So, perfect. Well, status here. Girls are down, napping. This one had a little bit of an accident in the old crib. Moms, you know what that means. Changing sheets, changing clothes, changing diapers. Stuff everywhere. He's like smiling at me. And I was like, yeah, so he is, I can see you and hear you. Thank you, Julia. Yep, so we'll see how this goes with him again today. You might hear just some cooing in the background. And I'm hanging out in his room because we're scattered all over the house, it feels like. Winston's working downstairs. How's working from home, guys, going with all your spouses? How is it? Is it good? Are y'all just seeing more of each other than you've seen since the honeymoon? It's kind of how I feel. But yeah, again, here for the next little bit, and let's chat coronavirus and money. Here's a quick question. Maybe you guys can answer this question for me. I've been saying the coronavirus, but is that accurate? Is it just coronavirus? Like, we have news on coronavirus. Like we have news on strep throat. You don't say we have news on the strep throat, but you would say we have news on the flu. Do we know? If you know if the is supposed to be in front of coronavirus or not. Okay, I think y'all are saying just coronavirus. So it's not, so it'd be, I've been saying the coronavirus. So it's like me saying the strep throat, which sounds ridiculous. Okay, he got the Rona. I saw a meme on that one. I'm an editor. The coronavirus. Oh, if you're from California, it's the. Okay, so it is the. There are many coronaviruses now. Okay. All right, I'm going to say the then. I was saying it, and then I thought for a second, where's the baby? The baby's right here on my legs. Yeah, Rona. You got the Rona. That's what I saw a meme on. It's so great. I've seen more funny memes. I mean, I know this is a very serious time in life, but lightheartedness always works. So there's just been some funny ones. Spouses, homeschooling, everything. So anyways, okay. Let's chat money. I'm here for you. Yes, IRA max out for the year, question mark? Yes, max it out. Again, I always follow the baby steps. If you have no debt, a fully funded emergency fund, then start 15% to retirement. And an IRA is great. Roth IRA is ideal because it grows tax-free, which is awesome. The $500 per child that we get from the stimulus package, should we put it towards their college savings account, or should we use it to boost our 3-month emergency fund? I would use it for your own good. This sounds so selfish, but it's just the truth. If you are in baby steps 1 through 3, if you are getting out of debt and or don't have an emergency fund, yes, use the $500 tax credit per child for your household, because you are the ones taking care of them and you're getting yourself in a better situation financially to benefit them. And then that gets you closer to being able to fund their college after you have your fully funded emergency fund. So yeah, I would say that. I mean, if it was like from grandma and it has like, this is for their college, obviously, yes, you can put in their college and all that. But coming from the government, Uncle Sam, thanks, Uncle Sam. We'll take the $500 and put it towards our emergency funds for sure. And so stimulus package, just a couple thoughts. The credit that's coming to you guys, I'm glad I even got this question because it means you're thinking about it and being intentional. Be intentional with that money. Don't just think like, oh, well, let's go party it up. Not like there's anywhere to party right now. So be intentional with it. Use it to benefit you guys and where you're at. That's what it's there for, to help you. And so while that is a huge blessing that you're going to get a check in the mail, some of you, we also need to remember that the government is not going to fix our whole situation. Okay? So I'm just a firm believer that if you want a different future for yourself, for your family, you want to get out of a situation you're in, it's up to you. No one in Washington is going to fix that. And the stimulus package, people can start to just believe, oh, good, I'm just going to get some money and everything's going to be okay. When the truth is, yeah, is that money going to be able to help you? Sure. But it's like a drop in the bucket compared to like the whole situation of your finances probably. So again, huge blessing, huge gift. Use it, be intentional, but don't get under the illusion that the government's going to fix all your problems, because it's up to you guys. It's up to you. Might be a good time to refinance. Rates were at 2.7 on a 15-year this morning. Okay, I talked to my team about this yesterday. Refinancing. Talk to your mortgage broker. The rates are like this. It's like the stock market. I mean, it's just crazy how they're like up and then one morning they're down, and they can't guarantee anything until like everything's official. So if you can get a better rate, for sure refinance. But you may be watching this video in 12 hours and something totally different could be happening. So just remember that. Talk to your mortgage broker. Figure out what's the best for your, what are your thoughts on the stimulus package? I kind of just gave those. We have a new baby. Should we use the stimulus package 4 or 529 plan? If you are on baby steps 1 through 3, I would use it towards that. I would use it to help pay off debt or build up an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you've lost your job, then use it to just pile up cash. But if you guys have done that, then yeah, I think it's great. I think it, then for sure use it towards college. Because if you're in that position, if you have no debt and a fully funded emergency fund in the bank, your income's coming in, all's looking good still for you, and you get $500 and that like kicks off their college, that would be just a interesting story in 18 years to say your college fund started because of Rona. Should I refinance? Again, anything about refinancing, talk to your mortgage broker, bank, whoever it is that you got it from, and figure out what the interest rate is at that time, because yep, it's ever changing. Should I stop my 401k at this time? If you are in debt and don't have a fully funded emergency fund, yes, press pause, get out of debt first, get that emergency fund in place, and then start. But if you're there, then no, keep investing. If you, again, don't have debt in that emergency fund, investing. The baby is listening to all your financial advice. Charles, what would you do with your stimulus package check? What would you do? Is now the time to invest in mutual funds? Yes, for sure. Again, if you're in a position to do it, I feel like I'm a broken record, but I gotta say it because I don't want that one person to take this advice wrong. No debt, fully funded emergency fund. Yes, invest. Everything's on sale right now when it comes to that world. But it's not going to help you to invest money in the market, but then you don't have money for food. Okay, like that's silly. So don't just like put all your money in the market if you don't have that emergency fund in place. Send a request to join the vid. Question about student loan with Bill. If they pause payments for 6 months, should we take no payments for student loan? Throw it at my smaller debts. I would stay, if your income's still coming in, I would continue to pay minimum payments on your debt and still continue the debt snowball, even if some of your debts can be pushed out from the grace period that they're giving you. Now, if you don't have an income coming in, then pay minimum payments, press pause on paying all debt, use the grace period, and just save up money. But if your income is still coming in, I wouldn't defer the payments because you're going to have to pay them eventually, and I would just keep on trucking. Not paying for daycare for before or after school care, but since hubby and I are still working, paying for a babysitter to help teach kids. That's okay, right? Yeah, that's absolutely okay. I mean, if you're both working and they're used to being somewhere and they can't be there anymore, then yeah, pulling in help is great. And having the babysitter teach them, heck yeah. I would be the worst. Now watch me in 5 years homeschool my kids. It's probably not going to happen, let's be honest. But I would be the worst teacher. I'd be terrible. So I think it's great if you're paying a babysitter and you're having them kind of help. Obviously, you still want to be a parent and involved in your kid's school like you would in a normal school year, which I'm assuming you help with homework at night. You guys talk about school. I mean, keeping all of that, but having the babysitter help with school, heck yeah. I love your contentment journal. Thanks, Jenny. Do you recommend stopping your 401k contribution currently? Nope, not if you have no debt and emergency funds. Keep on funding, you guys. Keep on funding. We won't see any income, or we won't see any of that money. Our income is too high. Yeah. There should be some charts. I could have pulled one up. Not that I could have grabbed it on my phone for you guys, but yeah, lots of breakdowns from income, whether you're single, married, kids, all of it, to see how much you'll be getting. But I think if you're past 100,000 single, you won't get a check in the mail, and 199,000 married. If you make more than that, then you won't get a check. Let's see. I'm done with baby step 3. Wow, what a great time as far as moving to baby step 4. Do I go ahead and start despite all this happening, or should I pause and start sinking funds? Wow, just finished baby step 3. Congratulations. Yeah, what a time to have that done. Great job. No, I would start investing your 15% because it's going to go a longer way now that the market is down. And when it recovers, because it will recover, it's going to be worth a lot more. So you're in a great spot. Great spot. Should I stop baby step 2 and save for an emergency fund? It's all going to depend on your income. If you're in an industry or your company's been talking about there's possible layoffs coming, then I would for sure pause, pay minimum payments, and just stockpile some cash. But if your income's still coming in and you're still working, like you're working for the government, I don't know, you're a teacher, whatever it is, and you know like your paycheck's still coming, then no, I would just continue on paying off debt. We are going to owe on that stimulus on our taxes. Should I first pay my IRS bill with the money? Should I pay off my IRS bill with the money it put towards savings? Yeah, if you have an IRS bill from last year, then for sure, yes, IRS bills. Okay, I'm assuming is it for the bill this year? So if it is, then all taxes and stuff are pushed out till July 15th. But I would, if you have money dedicated to pay your taxes in what was April, now July, keep that on a side fund for sure, like in your head, like have that money earmarked. That's what Winston and I are doing. But we're not paying it till July 15th because we're like, okay, there's some cash sitting here, and just in case if something crazy happens in April or May, we need some of that, we can always pull that in. But we have that earmarked for taxes. But if it's an IRS bill from like last year or something, if you owe any money to the IRS, like for last year, then yes, pay that. That's the very first day you want to pay, even if it's not your smallest. Oh, Abigail, miss ya. All the people I work with are so fun and so wonderful, and we don't get to see each other. Makes me a little bit sad. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch tonight. Oh good. Okay, so we're doing a live taping a live stream tonight, A Night of Hope with Dave Ramsey, Ken Coleman, and myself. And for about 30-45 minutes, we're just going to chat about what's going on and just kind of bring you a little bit of clarity what to do with your money, but also just hope. It can be so doom and gloom, and it's crazy if you get stuck in that cycle, or if a lot of your friends are really freaked out and like that's all you're hearing, you can easily get sucked into that and like freak yourself out. I mean, it's crazy how contagious fear is. We've been saying it, but it is so true. It's so true. Even Winston made a comment this morning, and I was like, do you think we're going to be okay? Is everything going to be okay? Like, even, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, man, like, it's just wild. So as much as fear can be contagious, so can hope. And that's where we're at, and that's really, really what we believe. Mortgage rate, question mark? Yes. Mortgage interest rate, check it, see what it is. If it's lower and you can lock it in, refinance. Thinking of using some of it for a cheap play set since our kids can't go to the park. Oh yeah, use some of the money to entertain the kids. Yeah, you could for sure. Man, it's such a weird time. I don't know, I guess it depends on your state. So some of our parks are closed, but we can still walk in them. Does that make sense? Or was I illegal this morning as I was doing that? Because that's what we did, me and the girls. Yeah, if you can find creative stuff, but man, this is like a time with family that you can either choose to like survive or thrive, and it depends like hour to hour of how we are doing. But Winston and I talked even just right before I came on, and he had a 2:00 meeting, so he's talking downstairs. Like even tonight during my live, like I have to go into work to do this live stream that we're doing tonight. And he's like, yeah, I just want to like enjoy the girls. Like this moment probably will never happen again. Like never will we again all be stuck in our houses and all of that. And while it can drive us all crazy, there's a part that I'm like, you can choose your attitude. And again, I'm not saying it's easy. Trust me. I've had my moments 100%, but it is kind of like this is such a unique, weird time in our world. And so like kind of take advantage of it if you can and build some memories. Should I start contributing to 401k if I'm on baby step 2? No, don't. Pause 401k contributions. Go ahead and pay off the debt. Let's see. Husband is retiring military in a year. We are on baby step 2. Do we stop and save or continue? If he's retiring, then I'm assuming he'll get like a civilian job after that. So it's in a year. So I would go ahead and do baby step 2. If you guys get to about 3 or 4 months before he's retiring, and he doesn't have anything lined up, or he still doesn't really know exactly what he's going to be doing, then maybe you can pause it for just a little bit, save a little money during that transition. But as much as you can, just stick to paying off that debt. The more progress you're going to have. I mean, you guys can make a huge dent in a year. So I would stay focused on that. But if you kind of get down to the wire and say like, oh, wow, he still doesn't have a job, then I would definitely pause it just for like a month or 2 and save up some cash for that transition. Should we decrease our 401k contributions and put in an e-fund instead? No, I would continue on funding 401k and your Roth IRA if you have it. Yep, I would keep on keeping on. Can't wait to see you in August at the Smart Conference. Yay! What baby step is toilet paper in? Every baby step. I'm so thankful, you guys. Speaking of toilet paper, I swear, we went to Costco like beginning of the month, like before any of this was a thing, like any of it. And yeah, when we looked like last week, we still have like 13 rolls left. So I'm like, that can be good, right? But we have 2 girls. Our girls use so much toilet paper, so we're having to like teach them how to save toilet paper. Literally, we had that conversation. Will houses go down? I want to buy. Getting ready for crazy market only way. Yeah, so we don't really know what the real estate market's going to do. It usually follows everything else, but it's like a month or 2 behind sometimes. So there's a chance, that it goes down. I don't know. It depends on how fast all of this can bounce back from everything that's happening right now. So I don't know. I can't tell you. Indicators say that maybe, but this is always my rule with home buying. Your home is your largest investment you're ever going to make. And so I don't really care what the market's doing. I just care about what you're doing in your situation. So I want you out of debt, fully funded emergency fund, 10 to 20% to put down for a down payment. And that's if the market's good or the market's not. So if you're a real estate investor or something like on that spectrum, then obviously like foreclosure, short sales, all that is the time to buy because you make all your money on the purchase usually. But just for your family's home, the market doesn't really motivate me that much. It's more about where you're at financially, if that makes sense. If you have lease payments, can you even pass the relevant baby step? No, lease payments would go into debt snowball. How can we binge Friends now that it's not on Netflix? Oh, I know. You know how? DVDs. Who's got all 10 seasons on DVD? Me. Why are you getting fussy now? Okay. Let's do a few more questions. Hold on. Let me set him up. Yeah. And I heard a rumor that they're doing a reunion. Is this true? Is Friends doing a reunion? Okay. Let's see. Let's go down. I have 12,000 in savings? Should I throw it at debt or keep it for now? If your income is still coming in and you don't see it changing, like getting laid off, then yeah, I would throw some of it at your debt for sure. But if you're in an industry that you possibly could be laid off, I would save it and use it. Should I pay off my IRS bill with the... I think I answered that one. Let's see. Husband and I got laid off. Can pay credit cards. I don't know if you're at... Yeah. So yeah, if you both got laid off, I'm so sorry. Call your credit card company, see if they will defer your payments for no extra interest or fees. Until you guys really need to be very intentional, if that's you out there, to make sure your 4 walls are covered. Food, shelter, utilities, and transportation. That's your first and foremost, your priority. Get those covered first. Let's see. What should I do with stimulus money? Yeah, we kind of talked about that already. Hey, Megan. My neighbor's on here. She's a doctor. She's smart. Husband is... I got that one. Buying a house. Answered that. Working to pay extra bills. Are you putting extra in your 401k? We are in a hole, which we aren't getting out of debt anytime soon, although we have a written budget. No, then I would pause your 401k and work on getting out of debt, for sure. If you make over what money, you won't see... Missed that. Wait, if you make over what money, you won't see money. I'm assuming you're reading the stimulus package. So singles, I think it's $99,000, and married is $199,000. Oh, good. Someone answered it. I was about to say, I think I looked at like 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm like trying to make sure my brain is still working. When can I find the baby steps? You can go to daveramsey.com or to Cruze.com. We have tons of content on it. It is the steps to take for sure, to get your money in order. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry I couldn't get to all the questions. Excuse you, Charles. It looks like, what's the Harry Potter? He got a scratch on his face like 2 days ago. I was like, Harry? Hey, you? No, you're Charles. All right, tune in tonight, you guys. Go to daveramsey.com or on Facebook or YouTube, and we will be streaming our event tonight, a night of hope, to really re-engage hope in our world today, because we need it. So thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow.